Good morning, fifth grade. Today we're going to work page number 42, physical and chemical changes. So we are going to start our class. Physical changes. In physical change, matter changes form but not chemical identify. That means that the material and their properties change when they are heated, cooled, or mixed together. Some changes are permanent, but others can be reversed. Okay? That means that there are some chemicals that you can change, and that change is going to be permanent. There cannot be any change of the substances, but there are others that can be reversed. That means that you can have the same physical form that they have before. Physical changes, like this example that you have here. Objects remains but may be in a different state, melt or broken. For example, you have a pencil and you broke the pencil, but the pencil doesn't change its form. It is permanent. Just because it is broken, it doesn't mean that it's going to change its form. The same with the butter. The butter, you can melt the butter, but if you freeze the butter can be the same as was before. Or like ice. If you melt the ice, you can have water, but if you cool the ice again, you are going to have the same form as they have before. Let's talk about chemical changes. In a chemical change, a chemical reaction occurs and new products form. That means when you have a chemical change, the material and the properties are not going to be the same. They are going to be different. They are going to change. For example, if you have a piece of wood and you burn the wood, you are going to have ash because the fire is going to change the form of the wood. The same as if you want to cook a cake, you can mix the flour, you can mix eggs, sugar, milk, etc. And when you finish to mix that product, the final product, it can be a cake. The same with an egg. When you have the egg inside the shell, it has one form, but when you cook the egg is going to change its form. Let's read the book, okay? Let's read the book together and we're going to highlight the most relevant of the page. Physical and chemical changes. Materials and their properties change when they are heated, cooled, or mixed together. Some changes are permanent, but others can be reversed. So please, can you please highlight some changes are permanent, but others can be reversed. Let's go with physical changes. Melting, freezing, mixing, and dissolving are examples of physical changes. A physical change can be reversed by reversing the process that brought it about. Can you please highlight a physical change can be reversed by reversing the process that brought it about? For example, the chocolate, the ice, and some water with salt. Those products have physical changes. Why? Because if you melt, freeze, or mix some of these products, it's going to change. But if you want to have the same form that they had before, you can have it again. Let's go with chemical changes. Burning and setting are examples of chemical change. They cannot easily be reversed, so we describe them as permanent. In chemical change, the atoms that make up the substance join up in a new way. We say that the substances react. The forces that hold the atom in their new arrangement are usually stronger than the starting forces. The atoms cannot easily break apart to reverse the action. Okay? The chemical change is permanent. You cannot have the same form of the materials and their products as the same before. For example, the piece of wood, you cannot have the piece of wood again, okay? The form of the wood change. Let's go to work page number 43. Activity 1. You have to decide which of these changes are physical and which are chemical. You are going to read all of them and you are going to write next to them if they are physical or they are chemical. Okay? So let's read together. Number 1. Baking bread. Do you think that baking bread is a physical or chemical change? I'm going to help you with number 1. Baking bread is a chemical change. Number 2, frying an egg. What do you think? Frying an egg is a physical or chemical change? Number 3, freezing water to make ice. Physical or chemical? Number 4, lighting a match. Physical or chemical? Write your answers next to the words, please. Number 5, mixing sulfur and iron fillings. Chemical or physical? Melting candle wax. Physical or chemical? Number 7, heating sulfur and iron fillings in a test tube. Physical or chemical? Burning a candle. What do you think? Physical or chemical? If you don't know for sure the answer, is not a problem if you can investigate in your cell phone or in your computer. Let's continue with the next exercise. What you have learned. We are going to complete the sentences using the key words, okay? Remember that in the key words, you are going to number the words 1 through 5. Chemical change, number 1. Physical change, number 2. Reverse, number 3. Permanent, number 4. And react, number 5. Let's start with the exercise, okay? I'm gonna give you the first answer. Melting is an example of a... Yes, number 2, physical change. This type of change can be... Yes, number 3, reverse. Now is your turn to fill the blank spaces. Next exercise. The next exercise is check your progress. You are going to copy this exercise in your notebook. You have to copy the instructions that I gave you, okay, in your notebook. And you are going to answer number 1 and number 2. In number 1, you have to give 3 examples of a physical change, and you have to write 3 examples of chemical changes. You can use the ones that you have in activity 1. Just find 3 physical changes and 3 chemicals changes. For number 2, state if each of the following change is permanent or reversible. So you are going to copy these ones, and next to them you are going to write if they are permanent or reversible. For example, number 1, boiling water to make steam. Permanent or reversible? Yes, you are correct. The number 1 is reversible. So, like that, you are going to do the exercise, okay? Okay, guys, it was nice to be with you today. Hope to be with you next time. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.